The world is getting hotter. Many people believe that trees and forests are cool. They do make it cooler, and you know yourself when you walk on a sunny day that under the tree it is shaded and cooler and more moist and less wind. With a group of scientists around the world, we have put together the evidence, and we know that these same things happen at the scale of forest, at the scale of continental patterns of moisture. And we think it is an important message in here that if we want to deal with global climate change, and we need to use all the methods that are possible to do so, the way we look at forests must have more of these elements of the microclimate, the temperature, and even the rainfall in than what we have so far seen translated to climate policy. The message is on one hand complex, because to understand how moisture moves in the clouds and over the continents, interacting with the temperature and everything is quite complex, and the models we have are only just starting to include all the relevant aspects of forest and trees in that. On the other hand, the message is very simple. We all know that trees are cool, and we don't have to ask people to think about something complex, carbon that they can't see, before we understand the importance for climate of trees. We can start directly from what you know yourself at your own scale. So in this review paper with nearly 30 scientists around the world, we come with an important message towards the global climate community. Let's please think about rainfall and water as the first thing when we hear forest and trees, and look at the importance of that at the scale of continents, at the scale of countries, way beyond the relevance of the carbon story that we've so far seen translated to climate policy. There's a lot more in forest than the carbon content, and these relations through water are much easier to understand for most people on the ground and are probably much more directly relevant to them. That's the complex message. At the same time, it's very simple and very easy, but we think it is very relevant that this message is heard in all the discussions about climate that are going on.